I go by the name of G5 like this. She got a nigga like ass fat like walk him down like pack loud like stay dangerous. Call it what you want, Ben Frank. Fuck something. Put your hands on that table, don't break, baby. Do it with no hands, she ain't even gotta touch nothing. I'm tryna make the bitch leave, but she keep coming. Chop it ass, chop it down, yeah, I'm on that. I'll walk him down, make him run that.
What's happening with y'all, man? Good afternoon. We riding, we rolling over the So-So Cycles. Now, a lot of y'all do know that I've already done my oil change on it, which is the only reason why I've been romping on it. But today we're going to go in for our official first service. The official first service, what does it consist of? I don't know. But I will have some of the guys maybe tell you a little bit about it as I split this lane real quick while everybody's slowing down and hitting the brakes. I did not reset my maintenance. The app has told me that I am riding it a little bit more aggressive, and I may want to go and get my oil service because I am up on the time frame of oil service given the life that it sees that I've been living. It's actually really cool to have that information that comes to you. You know, I can set the intervals of when and where I want my oil changes to occur in the life of this motorcycle. Thank you. The app just suggests that I go get it taken care of. It doesn't say that the oil's bad. It just says you have been riding a little bit more aggressively and go check out the first service. Basically, this bike had 400 miles at its first oil change, and now it's going to be about 600 as we pull into the dealership, and we're going to do another oil change. So this good, fresh, clean, crispy oil is only going to have been on the bike for about 200 miles. This bike so far has been a complete blast, a riot, an absolute entertaining thing to ride and own. I personally have been trying to give you guys different stages of this ownership and creep you on through. You know, the first day we did modifications, the next day we rode it, third day we kind of just went out and about and experienced the world with the technology. Then I gave you a video about how to actually utilize all the technology. Then we got to oil changes and whooping it to the rev limiter. So after this first service, we're going to try to go ahead and get it onto a track. And I say a track because I'm not going to specify the track. But I'm sure everybody will be thoroughly pleased when they see what track I pop up at. I will be honest about the fact that I have been consuming other content creators, what they're doing, just to make sure nobody's doing what I'm doing and that I'm not doing what they're doing. I want to give you guys a different perspective. If you want to hear exhaust on it and, oh, I got this tune and how fast the top speed is, there's quite a few other guys that's out there. I get into a little bit more technical stuff, a lot of stuff that other guys aren't doing, maybe they can't do with the bike. You know, like the last video, the wheelies were funny. I did not try to do extremely long wheelie and stuff like that. And the reason I don't show extremely long wheelies, yes, I can do them, but I don't show them, is because the ads or the video monetization gets pulled. I don't make money from YouTube in that way. I don't really care if the ads get pulled. The only thing that I care about with those conditions are that the video's visibility gets pulled as well. So that's why I try not to really show you guys how I really ride, because I really ride a different way. Not like the guys in Texas and Florida, all that high speed, flying down the freeway stuff. But me being in California where lane splitting is legal and things like that, YouTube sees lane splitting as a bad thing, sees it as a dangerous condition. So my videos will only last for you to see them in all visibility for maybe the first day, maybe. They pull it and the visibility gets hard. I don't know if that shadow bans me or ghosts my channel a little bit more, But if you do have the subscriptions on and you got the bell so you get notifications, I really appreciate y'all, because I don't know, maybe that's a way that you do or do not see my videos. I like to give you guys the real. Like, I really enjoy this motorcycle. I have the other bikes that it's compared to. As far as the R6, it's nothing like the R6. The R6 is not in the same vein. It is in the same body, but not the same vein. These two bikes have different blood flowing through them. Which one is faster? I haven't quite made that determination. I can tell you what I think and how I feel, but we'll save that for the actual video. The video that you guys saw the other day was more or less just showing you the two bikes together. We did go out and ride them. We did go out and experience them. And it was funny just to be like, well, does this wheelie like an R6? Fact is, it does. When I called in to make my appointment for the oil change, it's funny because I scheduled the oil change and the guy's like, all right, what kind of bike is this? And I'm like, an R9. And I didn't get a chance to show you guys when I came to buy the oil the last time. It's really the same response. When you say you have an R9, there's a pause. And then they're like, a YZF R9? It's like, yeah. And they're like, oh, wow, you got one. So this guy did the same thing. Been doing my search on Y Connect and everything. And I've been looking on YouTube. There are 3 other R9s in my area, but they're way south on the other side of San Francisco. Maybe one day I'll link with them just to get the R9s around for a bike that doesn't have that many out in the market. It'll be cool to see all the colors. The other guys have black and blue. It'll cool to see all the colors together. Maybe I'll reach out to them, and if they're not being too fucking uppity, then they'll respond. But 9 times out of 10, I'm really only gonna use this first person view, because I want to give you guys the experience of riding the bike yourself. It's a really nice hot day. I don't know if I can even pull this up. Let's see if I can pull up the weather. Let's see, weather. Oh, it's letting me pull it up mid-ride? That is so sick. It's probably going to be hard to grasp because I'm moving and it is calculating GPS. So yeah, network's unstable. I figured it was going to do that because this does have GPS connectivity. I am traveling through different cities. Phone in my pocket and I'm just traveling. It's probably not going to be able to pick it up that easily, but it's pretty warm. I'm squidding it right now. But y'all, to be honest, I'm always squidding if I'm not on the track. That's just how I like to ride. Motocross gloves, hoodie, some Carhartts or Dickies, and some Air Force Ones or Dunks. That's just my standard attire when I'm riding. I'm gonna actually start wearing shoes. I'm gonna just buy all specific Dunks and Air Force Ones that match this bike. Because I'm coming to get an oil change and everything, I would like to give this bike about a half an hour for it to cool down. They said they can get me taken care of in like an hour, but I'll give the techs a break and give the bike a little bit of time to cool down before they get on it. My appointment's at 1, so I will let him get about a half an hour before he has to touch the hot ass oil. So while we're at the dealership, we'll probably look at a few Ducatis and things like that. It's always good to look at the competition. V-Twizzy.
We went ahead and did the first service. So with that, we did your engine oil and filter, drain plug gasket, fill the cap O-ring. We did a chain service, so we cleaned it, lubed it, and adjusted it to Yamaha spec. Set your tire pressures, check your brake pads, rotors, fluid levels. We did do a diagnostic check or scan on the bike. There were no faults listed. Load tested the battery was good. Completed a multi-point inspection and test ride, and then rechecked your oil level, and everything was looking good.
Okay. And you reset the maintenance service. Okay.
Congratulations, you were our first
Oh, really?
R9. It's kind of cool that you were the first official R9 we serviced here. So
that's sick. All right, ladies and gents, the service is done. The maintenance has been reset on the Y Connect. So, clean. Oh God, yeah. So I don't know if my mic picked it up, and I didn't plug the mic in because it was a last-minute thing. I just finished riding the V2. All right, so with riding that V2, it's just further confirmation that we've made the right decision. Feeling the torque now that I'm on it. Like when I was on the V2, it felt like a substantial amount more of torque. It's not that it is so much more torque, more than the fact of how it feels when it comes in. So the V2 just makes so much energy on the low side or on the initial bite, the initial hit, right? The torque where this is just doesn't hit as low as that, but it does hit very strong after 3. Now, this bike does have a flat spot. It has a flat spot from about 4 to 6 RPM. But after that, it goes. And the flat spot is more apparent in second gear, your lower gears. Once you get to third gear, it feels like there is some throttle mapping that just lays more into it. In that essence, right, with that, let's call it a shortcoming. With that shortcoming on the R9, if it's that close in comparison to what I just felt, this is a way faster bike. Like, look at that torque there. I mean, that was $5 grand. See, when you're in the higher gears, it's a different throttle mapping. It has to be, because it's just too much additive. It's so much going on. Yeah, like these clutch levers feel better. The Ducati's clutch levers seem to be pretty wide. When you're grabbing the lever, these feel a lot more comfortable. If you're used to ASV levers and things like that, these feel like, that's why I haven't changed them. These feel really good. Golly, it's windy as hell going this way. Don't you do it, I'm gonna run past you. Okay. I'm gonna have to holler at you, Chief. The V2 just softer, and the frame, it felt okay. It doesn't feel inspiring like this though. Now, that may not be a big thing in your book. You may like the lower height, because it is just a hair lower than this. Arm reach from seat to the handlebars is a lot shorter. I didn't know that those handlebars were going to be that high. There was a significant difference. Just even these factory clip-ons, That bike is a cruiser. It's a tourer. You're not gonna be like, originally I was gonna go down, fly down, pick this bike up and ride it home. That bike would be the bike for that. Yeah, y'all, it's time for me to start treating this bike like this. It's time for track days. It's time to get active. That power, that surge in power. Oh my God. That surge in power is so crazy. Mid-range on this motorcycle is lovely, man. This is a very inspiring bike to ride. The way it feels going through the RPMs. Holy smokes, man. Man, when this thing gets up in the RPMs, it's almost hair-raising. I mean, let alone the senses that you're experiencing as you're hauling ass. But just, I said it earlier, the feeling that this chassis transfers through to you, your body and everything. Man, this is a really, really good bike. I think, damn, and I hate to do it because the internet, y'all just want to gas shit, this verse this, this verse that. Hey, forget the verses. This is a classic already. It's an instant classic. I mean, they did their 1-2 with this thing, man. Man, this thing is amazing. It's fun. This motorcycle, it has re-inspired me. I hated riding streets for so long. I felt the lift control keeping the bike down. That is great. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. Let's try that again. What the hell? Lift is keeping the front wheel down. You can feel it pull up and then it just sits and settles. Let me park my joint right here under my raggedy ass tree and let's talk a smack.
All right, so I just get to the house, pulling up, all hyped about this, talking with y'all, and I was standing here just talking about Attack Performance Progressive Rear Link, and by golly, it's here. We gotta get active, yo. I didn't want to because it's fucking hot. This rear link, this factory one right here, I'm changing that. It's gonna be the Attack Performance unit. What this does is it's gonna be a little shorter, I think, both ways, and it has a different profile. Instead of more leaned back, I do believe, from what pictures are and from what I understand of the Link, the degree on the pitch is different. Also going to raise the overall seat height up just a little bit. Now, that's not a big thing, but it is a big thing, because correcting and perfecting the geometry is just going to help this thing turn in. Now, it already handles on rails. I've got extremely high expectations on this, and I'm excited. All right, let me do this. I got to get busy, yo.